In Homestead, Florida, just outside of Everglades National Park, is a fruit stand that somehow has become a tourist destination. And it's not just for the big, bright sunflowers. It's not just for the one-of-a-kind milkshakes, which, by the way, come in 32 exotic tropical fruit flavors. And it's not even just the animals, the goats and the ducks and the tortoises that you can hang with out back. People come because it's a relic, a trip back in time to a simpler, friendlier place. And they also come because, as the sign says, Robert is here, as he has been for an astonishing 62 years.
I tell people I never grew up and left, and I'm still a kid. I still haven't grown up.
Robert Moehling has never had to go far to get to work. He sells his fruit right alongside the family farm, just as he's done since he was 6 years old, when his father, who struggled to sell cucumbers, thought maybe a cute kid like Robert just might draw some business. So one day he
put his little fat 6-year-old son on the corner, right close to where that A-frame sign is on the other side of the sunflowers. I was right close to the road, and I sat there all day long. It was the second Saturday of November, 1959.
Nobody stopped, not one customer. But the next day, his father added a sign that says, Robert is here. For whatever reason, it did the trick. In just a couple of hours, Robert sold out. The 6-year-old loved it, and it wasn't long before the little salesman captured the hearts and the business of everyone around. By the time he was a teenager, Robert was a savvy businessman, profiting from a farmer next door.
I was doing about $50,000 a year buying avocados from him and selling them to a couple little grocery stores in town. And, here I'm a senior in high school, but I'm already in business. I know what I'm doing.
Not only does Robert know what he's doing, he's still doing it. After 62 years, he still can sell.
This is a deal that makes my place probably a game breaker from most people's when you go shopping. This is an unusual sight right here. We grow guanabana, but not usually this big. They're usually like those over there or these over here. This is the most magnificent piece of fruit, taste-wise, that any other fruit is. It's just incredible.
It's one of the reasons he draws so many customers. Moehling carries fruits you just won't find at most supermarkets.
We got the lychees in season now. They come in season just a couple weeks out of the year, and they're just magnificent. Break the skin. And this particular variety is the best lychee of all. You squeeze the bottom and you catch the fruit. There is a seed in there. It's a tiny seed. Well, they usually have a great big seed, and it takes up all the room for the fruit. Yeah, that's a tiny little seed. Mame is like a flan or a cheesecake, or a real rich, fruity tasting pumpkin pie. You'll see a mango or two here. Mango is my favorite fruit, even though this is the best tasting fruit. But I just love to eat mangoes.
Over 6 decades, Moehling has learned a lot about fruit, but there's something more important that we can learn from him. It's what he believes is the key to success, not just in the fruit business, but any business, even life itself. He says it all boils down to 3 very important things.
Honesty, integrity, and hard work. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care what you've got going on. If you're a businessman, if you're just someone getting married, if you use that philosophy in your marriage or with a friendship, honesty, integrity, and hard work. You can be honest every day. You can say what you're going to do and have the integrity to do it, and you can work hard the very first day of your work. But if you can ever get to own your own store, own your own place, whatever you work for your whole life will have value at the end of your life when you die and your kids got it, or you can sell it and add more value to whatever you did, because if you own your own farm, you own your own barbershop, own your own garbage truck, that's the 3+.
Honesty, integrity, and hard work. And there's one other thing that's helped. He believes just being around for 62 years has given him the wisdom to make his stand better and better, despite all kinds of competition.
A lot of these new places are absolutely gorgeous, and they're fun, but they're different fun than what we have. And that's okay. Everybody has to have their niche. And I guess we just grew into our niche just by growing old. Yeah.